Hello, Justina.
Hi, Justina.
We're putting together your questions for Gus, so forgive us if we dissolve into giggles every now and again.
Hello, welcome to my TED Talk. Today's topic is Fergus Milligan.
Happy birthday, Gus. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Justina is spoiling you rotten as well. And here are my answers to this questionnaire about your lovely self.
I have been asked to answer a series of questions by your lovely girlfriend, Justina. So, I have all the questions here, so if I look down, that's what I'm doing. So, firstly, happy birthday, Fergus. I love you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And very sad we're not all there with you, but I'm sure you're going to be celebrating in style anyway. But anyway, on to the questionnaire.
If you could use only one word to describe Gus, what would it be? We can't use one word to describe Gus. He's kind.
Shy.
Very shy. Loving.
Competitive. Generous-hearted.
And loyal. Very loyal.
I was going to say angry, but it's not. It's competitive. Just because he's a very competitive person. And then he used to get angry when he'd lose.
How would I describe you in one word? I think passionate. You're very passionate about the things that you like a lot, which is a good thing. So yeah, I wanted more than one word, angry little boy springs to mind, but that was a long time ago.
I think the word I would use to describe Gus is determined, because he's very determined to get the outcome he wants in anything, life, job, relationship, all of that. And I think there's been turns and corners where he could have lost that determination, but he's carried on and become the person he is today. So I'm very proud of him for that.
What was Gus like as a kid? Angry. Shy. Very shy. And a little angry when he'd lose in games.
Shy. Very, very shy.
Annoying.
No, he wasn't. Very competitive if he was playing sport. He was very much around me a lot because there's only 18 months between Finley and Fergus, so if I had to go for medical appointments, Gus had to come too. So he was very much my friend as he grew up.
Sports mad.
Yes, sports mad.
Sports stats mad.
Yes, statistics. Very good.
I just remember thinking he was always up for a cuddle. He was very loving. Remember, he used to pretend to be a cat and rub up on everyone. And yeah, always there for me. He did sometimes have a bit of a temper, but it was always between him and Nu. I was never involved. And obviously there's the infamous being hit around the head with a broom. So that might sum up Gus, but it doesn't. I think that was siblings just getting angry at each other. So yeah, but no, he was always loving, little and kind.
Gus as a child, what were you like as a child? Well, yeah, small. I remember just my little sidekick who would just run around and be constantly playing any sport that you could get your hands on, whether it was, football, cricket, anything really.
What's your favourite thing about Fergus? Once again, I'm probably repeating myself, but probably his determination and motivation. He's gotten very successful in his job. Hitting a hard time didn't stop him, and he's now where he is now, which is fantastic. I think the world would benefit a lot better if they had Fergus's motivation, because he's really been through it. He's been through the ringer, and most people probably wouldn't have got through it. So that is one of my favourite things. And also, he can always make me laugh with no matter what. It's anything will just make me laugh. And I'm laughing with him, not at him.
There's quite a few, to be fair. When I really think about it, his hair, he's got really thick, lovely hair, jealous. The fact that he can't put on any weight ever, jealous. I don't know how to phrase this. He's like a go getter. He just like, he'll just do what he needs to do and get stuff done. Does that make sense?
My favourite thing about Gus, my favourite thing is his ability, or our ability, to riff with each other and pick up on references even if we haven't spoken about that thing for ages and ages and ages. We are very in sync, and I think that's my favourite thing about Gus.
Everything, really. I love everything about him. Stop it.
Can't sum it up in one word.
No, absolutely. It's just him. We love everything about him.
If Gus was famous, what would it be for? Pulling the longest, most complex sick day off work ever known to man. You'd definitely be good at doing that. I can only imagine the sorts of contractions that you come up with to make yourself have a fever, walk slowly down the stairs, have a croaky voice like this. So yeah, I think that's what you're that's what you've become famous for.
I think it would be for making a YouTube channel and doing chiropractic adjustments on all of us, because he didn't used to make videos of it, but he did used to do chiropractic adjustments on all of us and used to crack our back. And for that, I can actually crack my own neck now. And I think that's because Gus used to crack my back and crack my neck. But I actually like that, so it's not a bad thing.
Playing either football or cricket for England.
Definitely. Absolutely.
I think, what would it be for? Now this is an odd one. I've set in my head is cricket, and I think it's because when he was younger he played a lot of cricket and he was very good at cricket, and that is where my mind is going to, so I'll just leave it at that. I'm not really sure. That's where my mind, cricket, like a cricketer for like England.
If Gus was a cartoon character, who would he be? Well, if there was a cartoon character that was a knight in shining armour riding a horse with a jousting stick, that would be Gus, because he loved his medieval stuff. But as there isn't, we had a long thought about this, didn't we? And I came up with Barney Rubble, because we love the Flintstones.
Either Morty from Rick and Morty, or be the character out of Hercules, not Hercules, Joe, the one that trains him, the one that's voiced by Danny DeVito. Is it Danny DeVito? The little like thing that's like half a little thing with horns. Do we know who I mean? I can't remember. Hercules characters. Phil. Can we see? We can't see that. Can we see? We can see Phil. There, him. Phil. I think he'd be Phil. Or Morty from Rick and Morty.
Gus is a cartoon character. I think, keeping it thematically relevant to this year, probably Cyclops from the X-Men. You're very driven. I think you'd be a good leader. You've got a good moral compass and a sense of what's just and right in the world. So, yeah, very, very much a Cyclops. not in eyesight. Oh, actually, in eyesight as well, actually, thinking about it, with your one bad eye. So yeah, Cyclops is very, very on point.
I think this isn't a cartoon character, but it would be Laszlo from What We Do in the Shadows, because I think he just does the impression so well, and the mannerisms and the accent and everything. When one of my favourite times was when I was visiting for Christmas and we're watching it, and Matt Berry goes, "We are on drugs," and Fergus repeated it, and me and Justina just lost it. So it's not a cartoon character, so I do apologise, but that would be Fergus in vampire form. It would be.
What song/movie makes you think about Gus? Okay, I have a couple. Song, anything from Hercules, or I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan. Movie, Hercules, because me and Gus love Hercules. The other one is not a movie, it's a TV show, and that is Hell's Kitchen. Me and Gus are obsessed with Hell's Kitchen and Gordon Ramsay. We love him. It's raw!
What song or movie makes me think of you, Gus? Probably, I don't think there's one, but probably like Lord of the Rings. You know, both the films and the music definitely reminds me of you an awful lot. Just you running across the field, fake sword in hand, ready to kill a load of orcs.
Well, it's the Lion King in the film, but also there's a song called La Onda, which always reminds me of Gus because he played it on the piano. And it sounds like this. And I used to love him playing it when he came home from piano lessons. Anyway, that's enough of that.
I should add, it was the only thing he could play.
No, he couldn't. He could play other things. Right.
Now or Never, High School Musical 3, because I know, and Fergus, if you're like, no, you loved that song, and I remember when High School Musical 3 came out, we all lost our minds, and yeah, with the dancing we did to it. Now or Never, High School Musical 3 for sure. A movie, maybe High School Musical 3 again, or The Incredibles, when we were in Spain and we couldn't understand any of the Spanish channels, but they had Incredibles, or maybe we had the Incredibles DVD and we watched it over and over again. And the Incredibles reminds me of all four of us, or all three of them, because yeah, that was funny. That was the only thing we watched.
If you could spend the whole day with Gus, what activities would you do?
Play cricket?
Not football.
No, cricket.
Well, if they were playing cricket, I'd go and watch, so I could spend the whole day with him.
What would I do if I spent the day with Gus? I think I'd just like to chill out, really. Not necessarily do anything. Probably watch a lot of Kitchen Nightmares. Watch Tim and Lee screw it up for the 101th time. Yeah, I think that's just, just relax. Just chill out, man. Just be carefree. Definitely not go to a football match. Sorry, Gus, I wouldn't want to do that.
Karaoke bar. Yeah. I always used to hear Gus sing karaoke in his room. So a karaoke bar.
Probably a cozy day at home playing board games. And hopefully we're all mature enough that if we play Monopoly, no one would cheat and rob the bank with no one looking. I see, Fergus, we all know. So that, just family cozy stuff. We haven't been a family for a very long time. As in, I meant we haven't been together as a family for a very long time. So a cozy family day, like films on, doing Monopoly, Cluedo, Game of Life, that sort of stuff.
What are you proud of Gus for? I am so proud of his sort of frighteningly quick career progression and his career in general. I think that is amazing. and all the hours of the day that you work, Gus, I couldn't do it. So yeah, I'm really proud of him in his job and his work, and just like in himself as well, and his trajectory forward. I think I'm really, really proud of him for that. I'm just proud of him in general. He's my little brother.
I don't think there's anything that makes me proud of him. I think I'm just proud of him in general. He moved away to another country, lives his own life. He's probably the most adult out of all of us. He's like an adult. We're like child adults back home. He's like an adult. He has like an adult job. Yeah, I don't think there's one thing. I think I'm just proud of him in general.
I'm incredibly proud of every part of Fergus. I love him to pieces. I think he has such a kind heart with the best intentions. And I think I'm very proud of how gracious and generous he is. When he, puts people before himself, or tries to give everyone the best treatment when he doesn't necessarily get it back. So yeah, I think his heart is what I'm proud of most. I think everyone, again, would benefit from a heart like Fergus.
Stop it. Well, I'm proud that he's made a life for himself over in Sacramento, and the fact that he's been through a few things and he's still managed to come out smiling at the end, and we're very proud of him.
Yep, not going to disagree with that.
I'm not so proud that he doesn't want to come back home and no, seriously, we're very proud of him. It's, you're a long way from home. You can't jump on a train or a bus or drive a car to come and see your parents and your siblings. So it must have been quite tough for him at times. But we're terribly proud of him.
What do you miss most about Gus? Him coming into a room, commandeering the room, hands on hip, going, and everyone just looking and listening. What's everyone doing here? He just has the presence that everyone listens and looks at him. And he's just funny, really funny. And I think, just those random moments and the hugs and the hearing his music or his DJ decks. I imagine you don't do DJ decks anymore, but just hearing him in his room playing Dota or something.
Hearing him sing in his room to High School Musical, pretending to be Troy Bolton. Sorry, Gus, I'm just outing you. But we all know you used to do it. And I bet you can still remember every word to Breaking Free. And what's the other one? The Boys Are Back. It's okay. So can I.
Everything, really. Absolutely everything.
Just miss having him about.
Yeah, I hate going in his bedroom and he's not there. And I look at his things that he's left behind and pretend he might come home from school tonight and tell me he feels ill tomorrow.
What do I miss about him? Nothing. No, I'm joking. Again, there's not one thing that I miss. Just, I guess, his presence around. I wish he was closer. We could go and hang out and do things. But at the same time, I don't, I talk to him a lot anyway. So there's not one thing that I miss about Gus, but just lots of little things that make up the big whole. So, yeah, I think it's probably not an interesting answer, but there's just loads of things.
What is your favourite memory of Gus?
My favourite memory of Gus is the laughter and laughter and laughter after he saw me chasing Piggy round the garden for some misdemeanour, and then in my frustration taking my slipper off and throwing it and catching Piggy square on the backside.
It was very funny. very funny. It was absolutely England cricket team. The England cricket team could have done with Dad that day. Well, mine are more childhood ones. My favourite, I think, is the Nivea cream moment where we were living down in Kent, and I just had Finley and Fergus at that time, and it was very quiet, and I assumed they were in their bedroom playing, and I went up to check. I'd sort of left them to it, and then went up to check. I must have been doing lunch or something, and Fergus was covered in Nivea cream. He'd gone into my bedroom. I had quite a big pot of it, and he'd managed all over his face, all over Finley's face. He'd helped Finley put some on, all over his clothes, everywhere, the bed, everywhere. And he just said, "I'm just doing what you do, Mummy." But so he had to be popped in the bath. And Nivea cream, I don't know if you have it in the States, is a very sort of oily cream. So he had to have a good wash with soap, which, didn't go down too well. What was the other one? Oh, the other one is another childhood when we moved to Larkfield Terrace, and I was upstairs, and he was Fanula actually was also his ally in this. He was up on the counter opening the top cupboard to get to the Choco Pops and all sorts of things Pringles that were on the top shelf, and passing them down to Fanula, who was stood on the stool. So they'd obviously climbed up on the stool to go onto the counter. So that's quite a fave one.
Mm.
It's probably not his favourite memory, but when I whacked him over the head with a broom. There is a reason for that. But I'll explain the story. We were having a fight, and I'd gone to hit him and stopped just at his head, and he went, "You wouldn't dare," and I went, "Wouldn't I?" and then just smacked him round the head. Okay, no, it's not my favourite memory. It's a good memory though. When I first went to America to visit him, we watched Monday Night Football. Was it Monday Night Football with Carrie Underwood? Is she called Carrie Underwood? That sang the "Game On" song. That was always fun. Andy introduced me to Kraft mac and cheese, which is now still my favourite thing in the world. It's now my comfort food, and I can get it in Costco. Packs of 5 for £10. Buzzing.
I mean, a favourite memory, which definitely won't be a favourite memory of Gus, but it's because me and Finn were watching out the window, was when he got booted absolutely by the broom by New. But that was just funny because it was one of those moments where no one believed it actually happened. But then again, that's not a favourite. I think it's actually the most recent one when we all went to the Kings game, because it was my first basketball game, and it was such a good game to watch, and the atmosphere was just buzzing. We all had such a good time, and it was like we were proper adults. And yeah, I think that was the first time where I was like, oh, this is what our life would be like now, as we're, I am the younger sister, but I'm not like a teenager anymore. We're equal, we're adults, and it was a lot of fun. I think that.
My favourite memory, okay, so Gus, my favourite memory of you isn't particularly solely down to you, but out of all the showdowns you and New had growing up, it has surely got to be the broom incident where New cracked you over the side of the head with that broom. Partly because you were so sure she wasn't going to, and I remember you saying, "Go on then, New, go on, do it." And then she did, and we were all shocked. And the fact that within the mythos of our family, that now has 2 different stories about where that occurred. I'm sure it happened in the playroom, others think it happened outside, but yeah, that's got to be that, or the classic trying to get days off school. They're always fun. But then, I don't know, there's loads of memories of Gus. I have so many favourite memories of Gus, I couldn't nail it down to one. So yeah, that's my favourite memory.
Gus, I really miss you. I hope you have a great birthday. Look, I've got I've got the Zeus that you sent me. And I hope you take a day off soon. I know you're really busy working like an adult. Yeah, have a great day. Hopefully see you soon. Maybe Christmas. I don't know. Don't know when you. Don't know what your plans are for anything, or when you're next coming home, or if you're ever coming home again. But no worries. Love you, and thank you for keep sending the Disney code. Love you.
Happy birthday again, Gus. I hope you have a lovely day, and hopefully it won't be too long till we see you.
And is there anything else we'd like to add?
Just to wish you a very happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday,
Hope you
Gus.
have a great day,
Yeah.
lots of fun, and we'll be thinking of you.
We will, and we wish we were with you, and we wish we'd managed to get over, because we do feel bad about that. He does. He's lying. He's lying. Anyway, have the most lovely birthday, and enjoy it with Justina, and her. I'm sure you'll be with her family, and have a lovely day.
Who? Love you both.
Love you.
Bye.
Mwah.
I want to add the biggest happy birthday to you. Again, I hope you have a wonderful day filled with love and kisses and happiness. I'm sure you'll be hearing from all of us, and I hope we get to see you soon, whether that's us coming to you or you coming here or whenever that may be. We all miss you dearly. I know the dogs do. You're not missing much here, to be fair, nothing's happening, but yeah, I just hope you have a wonderful day. I love you so much, and you deserve the best, and I hope this video is wonderful for you. We all put some time and effort into it.